guys, it's Tombox here at this set again. Well, guess what that means? It means I'm going to be doing a combo video for you guys, demoing, I believe, 3 combos for World Chalice. It starts off with the Rescue Rabbit, then there's the Venus combo, and then there's also, well, the stupid combo that basically uses up 14 cards in your extra deck until we get Proxy Dragon. The Extra Link combo. Let's get to it. So for most of the World Chalice World Legacy card, it actually revolves around this card here, which is the World Legacy World Chalice. It is a tribute summon monster and a level 5, but it is the engine starter. It is probably the most essential card in the deck to actually get everything kickstarted. Although if you do have a handful of vanillas, it actually plays in your favor to actually set up a new board. So it's actually not too bad. If you open with, well, 5 or 6 vanillas, you can definitely play out of it. And okay, well, starting off with the Rescue Rabbit combo. I know this is a one of, maybe we'll get 3, who knows. But starting off with the Rescue Rabbit, we're going to normal summon up the Rescue Rabbit, banish it, and then we're going to summon out, say, 2 of these Beckoned by the World Chalice. So we got 2 of these boys that came out, and we're going to immediately link one of them off. It has to be a normal monster that's not a token. So we're going to link this one off, and we're going to go directly into Imduck, which is the dragon. He points upward, which is kind of weird, but you can smack someone, and then I believe it'll destroy before damage calculation or something like that. Yeah, just destroy the monster that battles. Cool. But anyways, this guy also offers you the ability to perform an additional normal summon with a World Legacy or World Chalice monster, and therefore I'm going to tribute this one off, summon out the World Legacy World Chalice. Therefore, now that I have 2 World Chalice monsters, I'm going to link these 2 together, and we're going to go into Aurum. Aurum, the World Chalice Blade Master, but that's triggering off the World Legacy World Chalice. World Legacy World Chalice, when it's removed from the field, if it's been tribute summoned, it special summons out 2 World Chalice monsters out of the deck. So the 2 monsters I'm going to summon out, the first one is going to be Lee, the Fairy, and the second one is going to be the Guard Dragon. And why these 2? This is Stratos, and this one has a summoning ability in the graveyard. If you banish this card from the graveyard, you can special summon out 1 of your normal monsters in your graveyard onto one of these zones that your link monster are pointing to in defense mode. So you can't bring out links, but you still can do your combos. So this one is going to get me a nice search. I'm going to get myself a Chosen by the World Chalice. And now I'm going to link these 2 together to make Ib. So this one's wind, this one's light, and this one's fairy, this one's dragon, so they have different attribute, different type. Send these 2 to the graveyard and make yourself an Ib. Ib. I kind of like the OCG name better. It sounds like Eve. This one's like Ib. Ib. It's actually Ib, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce it. Now these 2 have been sent to the graveyard. Next up, I guess it's time to get the additional summon here. We're going to banish the Guard Dragon. Special summon out the Beckoning. I'll do a zone. This one's pointed to. Alright, that's kind of nice. And now we're going to perform another link summon. Before that, we're going to go into Imduck. Imduck. Why? Because this monster requires 2 link monsters. So we're going to link into Imduck and link these 2. And you're going to go into Ningirsu, the warrior. Chainlink 1 Ningirsu, Chainlink 2 Imduck. And Imduck will special summon out the Chosen by World Chalice. Chainlink this way. I'm going to be able to get 2 draws because I have 2 cards linked that are World Chalice monsters. So 1, 2, these out here. And there you have it. These are different colors because it's easier for me to find these monsters. So I can perform the combo a little faster. Yeah, so that's actually the Rescue Rabbit, draw 2. So overall, you have a 1, 2, 3 card. It's a +3 opening with 2 cards. Kind of like Zodiac, so a little bit. Alright, so for this other combo, we're going to use the Agent of Creation Venus to use Shine Balls to basically combo off to making the World Legacy World Chalice kind of kick off and basically perform what it does best. So starting off with a normal summon of a Venus. I'm going to summon her far into the side because I won't be linking with her until much later on. And you can do either side depending on if you're left-handed, right-handed. Of course, use the effect. Hopefully you don't get Max Seed again, because this deck is really weak to Max Seed. And it's also pretty weak to Ghost Ogre. Don't want to get interrupted mid-combo. Okay, so then we're just got a Shine Ball, 500 life, 500 life, 500 life. What a great way to start a combo. 1500 life just to get things kicked off. The Shine Balls are normal monsters, so you can send it to the grave to link it up right away. And link it into, well, the Imduck. Imduck is now up here. And this gives us an additional World Legacy, World Chalice normal summon. And we're going to tribute it off. Tribute one of the Shine Balls off to perform our normal summon. Now we're going to link these two together. Since they're both World Legacy monsters, we're going to go ahead and go into Aurum. And World Legacy World Chalice is going to activate in the graveyard since it was removed from the field while it was tribute summoned. This gives us the option to go into, well, this time it's going to be a little different. We're going to go into Beckoned by the World Chalice. And we're also going to go to Lee. Lee, on the other hand, Lee is going to fetch us another card, which is going to be another level 4. Because we're going to be recycling those Shine Balls. But how we're going to get the recycling done? Well, we're going to have to go into another card right now. So, starting off with the Shine Balls, we're going to need to use Lee. And we're going to turn this into an Imduck. And from there, we're going to take these two. And we're going to link them up, because one's a fairy, one's a dragon, one's light, one's a wind. We can go into our Ib. It's called Ib. Therefore, Imduck will now trigger because it was sent to the graveyard, and I'm going to be able to summon out Beckoned by the World Chalice. Aurum is still linked up together. We're going to be able to overlay here, overlay them together, and we're going to go into our Daigusto Emerald. What I love about this right now is everything is a different type, different attribute, everything's different, which is nice, so I can go into more cards. Daigusto Emerald detach, and we're gonna go ahead and put back 2 Shine Balls and one of our Imducks that we used already, so therefore we're not too limited. We might have to go into it again anyway. Gets 2 Mystic Shine Balls. If you're unlucky, you'll draw your Shine Balls, and let's hope you're not unlucky, but we're going to draw anyway, because regardless, if it's a monster, it's good. It doesn't matter. In this example, it's going to be a monster because we're going to extend the combo a little bit further. So now we can go into Venus, summon out Shine Ball, summon out Shine Ball. And that's another 1,000 life right there. The best part is, right now, the attributes are all kind of wonky, but there are a lot of fairies. So starting off, let's kick off some of these cards here. So we're going to turn one of these into a Link Spider. We just want everything kind of be linked up, just because if we do keep it all linked up, it will work in our favor. And the second one here, we're going to go into, well, another Ib. Very important here. Now, before we do anything, if we do not have a World Chalice monster, you want to ditch this card for Lee and put Lee back in your hand, because you want a World Chalice monster available when you perform the summon of Ningirsu, so you can get a triple card draw. And once you get to this point here, you're going to, well, perform another summon with these two, since Ningirsu requires 2 Link monsters, Link Spider and Ib. We can send these 2 out. And we're going to link up into Uplink. Upload into Ningirsu. Ningirsu will activate as Chainlink 1. And then we're going to use Ib as Chainlink 2. Chainlink 2 resolve, special summon out the World Chalice Fairy. And then we have 1, 2, 3, allowing us to draw 3 cards. But that's not all. Let's continue this. We're going to go into, well, these two are kind of the same type. Let's switch these up. If you want to go further, you can. And you can turn this Shine Ball into the Imduck that you put back. Now that they're different types, you can send these two into Ib again. We go into Ib. And then you can send these two into Firewall Dragon. And then Firewall Dragon will trigger because you have 2. So you can actually add back 2 cards back to your hand. Or you can bounce 2 cards off of the field. I don't know. That's just overextending at this point. I'm just... How to be bad! Okay guys, this is the final combo for... Well, this is an impractical combo, to be honest. It's actually not very competitive for establishing Extra Link, which is a link from here, all the way back to here. So you get 7 monster zones total, and you can do it with a 3-card combo. Honestly, not worth doing, just because, well, not worth doing right now, because this deck doesn't exactly have the extra deck space for it. We need better links to do it, because right now we're actually doing it through a very inconvenient fashion. This combo will use up, I think, 13 to 14 of your extra deck, which doesn't give you a lot of space, and the stuff that you want to run 2 of, you can't. Not in this build. You're running like triple Link Spider, you got triple Firewall, you've got 1 of most of them except for Ib. Ib, you have 3 copies just because we don't have Proxy Dragon. If we can put Proxy Dragon in there, we can pretty much take out 2 of the Link Spiders, 1 of the Ib, and this will replace that. But there's one part in the combo where that needs to happen, but we can't do it, so we're going to do it the Code of the Duelist way in TCG. So let's do it, guys. Require some tokens, it's gonna require everything. Here we go. So these are my proxy dragons. These are considered cards in my hand, and we need 1 monster, 1 lone fire. It has to be lone fire. Can't just be the guy directly related to it. It just needs to be lone fire, because lone fire is actually going to fetch out 2 different monsters eventually in the combo. Starting off with the normal summon of the lone fire summon. And we're going to get ourselves an Orphis Scorpio. Orphis Scorpio, now we're going to pay the cost of a monster. Now we summon out Darling Cobra. Darling Cobra's effect is going to fetch us a Brilliant Fusion. Ash Blossom, combo over, end the video. Now let's actually continue and finish this off. Now we're going to go into, well, say something a little bit silly that we haven't seen in a while. MX Saber Invoker. Invoker effect is going to summon out our... Well, our beckoned by the World Chalice. He is an Earth Warrior after all. That is oddly convenient, giving us 2 Earths, which allows us to link up into our next monster, Mrs. Radiant. Mrs. Radiant opens up the play for us to play Brilliant Fusion for an additional normal summon for the Seraphonite. So this requires us to send a light monster, which is going to be the Lee, which is guaranteed to be in the deck, because maybe you're not running Shine Ball. And the other one is going to be Lazuli. Lazuli is going to be able to fetch us back the Beckoned by the World Chalice, so that's back to our hand. And now we want to perform another link. So we're going to tribute off the Lazuli, the Seraphonite, sorry, and then we're going to summon out the World Legacy World Chalice. This gives us a different type, different attribute. Now we're going to link these 2 up into Ib. This tribute summon monster did get removed from the field, therefore we get to tag out 2 more monsters, a World Chalice Guard Dragon, and the other one is going to be our ultra rare Lee. Lee is going to get the effect of adding us a Chosen by the World Chalice, and now we're going to perform another summon. We're going to send these 2 off to link up into Aurum. Where's Aurum? I only have 1 Aurum in the deck. Usually you want 2, but in this case, if you're going to go for the extra link play, you got to start off with this crazy combo. Someone's count for the maxi, and now we got Aurum on the field, and Eve was sent to the graveyard. Therefore, I'm going to special summon out the World Chosen by the World Chalice. You have to go for this one because I think I need to go into another Eve in a bit. Now I'm going to go into Aurum's effect, tributing off the Guard Dragon to summon out Lone Fire Blossom into one of my pointed zones. Ooh, okay, so that's convenient. Now I'm going to use Lone Fire once more. This time I'm going to fetch myself a nice Dandelion. Well, Dandelion actually has to be summoned. Well, actually, that's fine. And now that we have these 2, I'm going into, well, because you can't use the Earth one, because if you use the Earth one, you can't link these 2 into Eve. So we're going to link these 2 together to get ourselves Eve. That's why you can't search for, just search for the non-Earth one when the time comes. This one is going to be your clutch extra draw. So now that you're going to link up these 2, you're going to get yourselves, well, your second Eve. And Tokens. Tokens, of course, are going to pop up spontaneously. So lone fire tokens, there you go. Now we have tokens. Now what do we do here? It seems like we can't really get enough stuff going on. So we're going to banish the World Chalice Dragon to summon back our chosen by the World Chalice. Make sure your zones are kind of free and open. And this allows us to actually go into Ningirsu very soon. With 3 monsters, it's pretty easy to go into Ningirsu, but I need to actually link up a few of these guys. So this one, being a normal monster, and has been pointed to, let's get rid of this one and turn it into, well, we can turn it into a Link Spider, or we can turn it into Imduck. In my case, I'm going to turn it into a Link Spider just so I can save up a monster. So Link Spider. Now that I have Link Spider out here, I'm going to turn these two into another Ib. So I'm gonna get rid of these, and Ib is going to come out right here. And with 2 Link monsters, I can go into, of course, our favorite boss monster, which is Ningirsu. And Ningirsu will be Chain Link 1, and Chain Link 2 is going to be Ib. Ib's effect will resolve, special summoning out the Beckon by World Chalice. And that is going to be a 3-card draw. 1, 2, 3. All pointed, all linked. So we're going to get ourselves a 3-card draw. 1, 2, 3. And for now, all we got to do is actually just play with, basically just play with whatever we got on the field. Starting off with, well, just ignore that there's a 5-card hand right here. So that's pretty nice. Let's go into a Firewall Dragon. Firewall Dragon number 1. Pointed, co-linked with Ib, so we're going to be able to fetch back our, well, Dandelion, of course, because Dandelion will generate more tokens. That's pretty nice, right? Now we have a 6-card hand. We're going to actually ditch this Dandelion into the graveyard for the effect of Lee to add Lee back to our hand. This is going to summon out 2 more tokens. Now, I guess it doesn't really matter where you put these tokens because these tokens are immediately going to be linked off. For a Link 4, we're going to get ourselves a Firewall Dragon right beside Ib, and this time we're going to trigger a few effects here. So Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, and Chain Link 3. Chain Link 3, we're going to fetch back our Mutual Link. This is the Mutual Link effect. We're going to get back our Dandelion, of course. And next up, we have Chain Link 2, which is Firewall Dragon. Firewall Dragon, a monster did leave the zone, so we're going to summon out the Dandelion that we just added. And Chain Link 1, we have Aurum, which is triggered because it got sent to the graveyard, so we're going to summon out the Lee that got summoned out. And now we're going to perform another summon, another Firewall summon, and it's going to be with the Ib in the middle, and we're going to link into another Firewall Dragon. This one is co-linked with 2. And we're not going to use the summon effect, but we are going to use the Dandelion effect. And Firewall Dragon, we'll get the search after that. But firstly, let's get out the tokens for the Dandelion. And I guess we can use to get the search. We can get the Dandelion back. We can shuffle a bunch of stuff back in, but we're definitely getting a double co-link here. And these two, well, we're going to turn these into Link Spider, and there you go. This whole thing is linked up, and let's use this Firewall's effect. And let's put Dandelion back in our hand. Let's put another I guess another World Chalice back in our hand. Hooray! This combo is so free. It's not really free. Consider how much effort you have to put into actually going into this combo, and it is so easily interrupted. It's just a fun, neat little way to actually go into, well, the extra languages with whatever we got is now encoded with the Duelist. If you guys enjoyed this video, well, hit it up with a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more stuff from MST.TV, hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Double thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV. And hopefully there's going to be some duels come up. I want to see how people perform early in the link. Maybe this will give us insight to what it's going to be like at regionals. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please drop us a like so we know we are doing a good job. And you can also subscribe to MST.TV for more fantastic videos by clicking on the button on the left. Don't forget to check out our partners at Imperium Duelist. They make really high quality mats, including some of my own limited edition release stuff.
And if you want to check out one of our past videos, click here on the right. As always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV, and I'll see you next time.